Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land today? Hope everybody said fine and dandy. I'm not doing too awful bad here in old Kentucky. And it is Friday, guys. Friday made it once again. So, sitting here trying to figure out what I want to do this weekend. I definitely think fishing is in the plans. So hopefully the weather will straighten up. It's cold again, windy, rainy. So hopefully it's going to be a better day tomorrow. But today, guys, this little video is just going to be a little bit of potluck, pretty much. I thought we just kind of talk about, look at different things. A little drink of my coffee. I've been tinkering around this week. I got the AM shortwave radio the other day. I thought it was a crystal set, but it's actually not. It uses a magnetic earphone and all that. It ain't been worth crap. I haven't been able to get anything on it, so maybe we'll tinker a little bit together and see if we at least get one station. Only way I was able to get anything, I actually used one of my coils, and I don't understand that because those coils that came with it look pretty good. But I did pick up some new things today. I actually ran down to the flea market. I've been wanting this set. I've been pondering on getting this set of little wire pliers and stuff, and I went ahead and bought them because working on these old radios and stuff, definitely always need those, and my one little wire cutters are just about wore out. So I ran into a feller down there, and he says that he's got a garage full of old vintage test equipment and tubes and for radios and TVs. So he says he's got some TV stuff too, which kind of stinks because sometimes I get stuck with TV tubes, which I think I have a couple now, which we're going to check. We're going to check them, see if they're good, and we're going to see what they're for and what kind they are. So I guess we could do that first. I'm going, like I have talked in the past, guys, I'm trying to get everything together to make me a amplifier for my CB radio, a 2-peel. So, excuse me. So I've actually found me a case today. It's just an empty case. And this is actually what got me started talking to that guy. He said that he had a bunch of different stuff down there. Oops. But it's just an empty case. I can put my heat sink down here, and it's a starting point. You know what I mean? So I was glad to actually see that. Like I said, it is a starting point. And actually, if I found like the little transformers, or not transformers, but the transistors and stuff, I've found online where you can order those, but and also the transformers, I know how to get hold of those, but I'm having a hard time finding the heat sink and the actual little board to start building it on. So once I find that, it's like Johnny Cash song about the Cadillac, one piece at a time. That's what I'm going to have to do with this amp that I want to build. And it probably will not work because it's going to be my first one. And I've been watching people like BBI and, who is the other guy? His name escapes me. Gatekeeper. And actually, Gatekeeper, he's got some good videos on there, and you can really, I think a person could probably build their first amp just watching some of the videos, because he explains stuff pretty well. But yeah, let's I'll test some of these tubes. Also, guys, I found Oh, what did I do with them? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I got these orange drop capacitors. Pretty daggone cheap. I paid $5, I think, for all I'm getting ready to show you. The little case needs tape back. But there's a few of them here. Here's get my glasses. But you know, you guys, if you work on any of these old radios or anything, you know these come in handy, especially for the power, the voltage. Here's a, let's see, a .22 at 600 volts. I think there's two of those. Yeah, three of those. I don't know how old these are. Here's a .05 at 600 volts. Another .05 at 600 volts. What's this one? They're all .5 600. Yeah, 600 EC. Some of them looks a little bit bigger. I don't know, but I was glad to get those. I don't know what it is about orange drop capacitors I like so much. But actually, working on that old 1940 Zenith I've been working on, I need one of these for the line, the voltage coming in, the line voltage. I got those, and that's just for telephones. That goes in my box. That's stuff I never hardly use. Let's see, I pick up this little resistor. I guess it was a 2-pack at one time. I don't know what. I have to look up the bands. It's a flame-proof. It's a flame-proof resistor. It's a pretty good size one. So that may be something I might need when I start building my amp. I don't know. So we got that. He just had a bunch of little. He said he actually brought these on accident, but he said he's gonna. I gave him my phone number, and I told him to call me. He said he's gonna be down at the flea market Thursday, so I said make sure to call me, and I will come down. And I told him if it's the stuff I need, you can use, I'll give him a set price and I'll buy it all. But like I said, I got a few tubes here, so I thought we'd go together and check them, see if they're good, and see what they're for. I'm afraid they're all for TVs. But, well, there's only one way to find out anything, guys. Let's look them up. This one here is a Sylvania, and it is a 5G H8A. Got our tester over here. Let's see if it's any good. Yeah, it almost looks like a TV tube, which I do have a couple little TVs that I may need these once I ever get into them and try to fix them. Let's check it. And it's good. Let's see what it is. Let's look it up. Let's see here. What? G H 8A. It is a triode, 9-pin, showing radio tubes or valves. Okay, it's a radio tube, so that's good. This is a substitute replacement for any 5E 88-5GH88 tube top. Various brands. Price is for a single tube to $5. So heck, that's what I pretty much pay for all this, capacitors and all. Let's see. $1.95 there, vacuum tube. Okay, it kind of explains what I was wanting. It's a radio museum, and it is a radio tube. So that's good. At least maybe one day I'll need it. Because I work on more radios than I do TVs, that's for sure. So that's a good tube. And I might be able to use it one day. I can get it back in the box. Alright, let's go to the next one. This is Sylvania. And this one is a 6C G7. Let's see. That's a brand new Sylvania. Brand spanking new. Let's see if it's good. It should be, been new. Oh yeah, she's burning bright. Let's see what that one is. I hope this ain't boring you guys looking them up. I really need to know what they are. Let's see. Oh, let's go back to the search. Let's see what. Is 6CG7. A general purpose medium something tube. It's a triode using 9 pins. Vacuum tubes below is the current section. Tubes included. It also is a radio valve. Okay, it's on the radio museum. Okay, so I guess radios do take it. So I'm not for sure if like TVs. This is a 6C G7. Why is this thing so expensive? This thing on Amazon is $53.95. Wow, that's crazy. Every detail, the silky sound of original. The G7 is a low noise, full voltage replica of a 9. This has to be something else, guys. Let me see what it is. It can't be just that tube. Yeah. $53.95. Wow. I didn't expect it to be that expensive. I didn't expect that at all. Yeah, I didn't expect that at all, guys. That's a pretty expensive tube, ain't it? And I'm glad the box is still in good shape, too. So maybe one day we'll get a radio in that we'll need that. We'll get to use it. Sylvania. Alright, let's go to the next one, which is this Relic Lifetime Electron Tube. Gold clad. Guaranteed for life, guys. Guaranteed for life. Pretty neat, huh? This is a 6J U8A. Realistic International. I don't know if it's made in the USA. 6JBU8, yeah. Looks brand spanking new. That's tester. And she's good. Let's see what this is for. Let's see what this one does. Let's see what. What we said it was 6JU8A. General purpose quadruple diode of the 9-pin miniature type designed for use in phase detector and noise cooler, killer circuits and color television receivers, and in FM stereo multiplex equipment. So it's for a FM stereo. Let's see if we can find a price on these. Let's go shopping. 6J. Zenith's $8.18. $10.17. So nothing like that one. Well, here's one for $35. But hey, ours is a lifetime, so that might give us a couple extra dollars, huh? Here's one for $55. It's the one that we have. Yeah, $55. Let's see if it shows a box. It's only got one picture. Pay in four interest-free installments of $13.95. That's definitely the box, ain't it? You don't have no pictures of it. They only have one picture. Alright. Let's move on to the next one. Put that one back in the box. $55 tube right there, buddy. Heck, we may get enough to go to Mickey D's. Sell them all. Alright. There's that one. So the next one is General Electric, which is a 308AE3. And that looks like it is a TV, and it's also RCA in a General Electric box. See if at least the numbers are right. It's a 30AE. Is that what we said? Yeah, it's the right tube. It's just a different brand. This is probably definitely a TV tube. I've never saw a radio tube like that. Let's check it and see. She's good. Let's give this a look up. We'll just go back here. 30 AE3, yeah. Damper booster fly. The damper booster fly back. Yes, definitely for a TV. Diode. Novel 9-pin miniature USA. Pico 9B. 9A. The Sean radio. Okay. So it's definitely a TV tube. See what that would cost the feller. $12. Swoo, $75. And it was for the RCA, which is this tube. $75. $150. But you still get them for $3.75 too. $3.75. So here's one for $40. $12. So that's a TV tube. Let's go to our next to like I got a big tube here somewhere. We'll check it. I know it's a TV tube, but we can check it. So let's put this one back in the box. It looks brand spanking new. I think they all are. Like the guy said, his stepfather worked on TVs and radios, so I figured I was going to get some TV tubes. This one, guys, is a 4LJ8. Check it. And it's also an RCA in a General Electric box, but it's the right one. 4LJB or 4LJB. Made in USA. It looks brand spanking new. Let's see if she works still. She's been sitting in a box in a corner for a very long time, and she still works. Da-da-da. So let's look this one up too. Might as well. Might as well. Yes, yes. What type is, because we erase that. 4L J8. Sylvania types, whatever that is, have medium mutraloid and sharp cutoff pentode contained in a T-6.5 envelope. They are designed for service as a VHF oscillators and mixers. So it's also a TV tube. Also here on the Radio Museum, the tube 4LJ8 Pinto Novel 9 USA shown radio tube. I guess it could be used in radios too. Service VHF oscillators and mixers. So yeah, I say probably in the mixing department. So let's see what this would cost a person. There's one for $5.95. Here's one for $78. Now I've never understood how people could price it at $78 when their next door neighbor out there is selling it for $6. Here's some for $8, $14. I'm hoping one day I'll find one of them 1L, what is it, 1L6s for my transatlantic radio. So that's why I'm always on the search for tubes. You never know. You never know. So this next tube, guys, I know it is a TV tube, but we're going to check it anyway. So we have we had 2 radio tubes that we can use in radios. So we'll put these up here in our collection on the shelf. And I'll put these up in my stockpile of other tubes. Now, where did I put that big tube? Where did I set that thing? I think I stuck it back here. Yes, I did. This is, he actually had about 4 or 5 more tubes. I probably could have just got them 2 for the same price, but I knew that was for TV, so I didn't. But this one looks like it's set somewhere pretty nasty. It's, yeah, got a little mold on it. This one is a 6EL4A. And I don't even know if my testers want to test this one, to tell you the truth. It's a pretty good size. And it's a Sylvania. It's not a General Electric. Oh, I had it. Did we check that one? The 5GHA8. Yeah, we checked that one at the beginning, didn't we? Alright. I don't think mine will test this. Let me see. I think it'll fit. Yeah, it does fit. And it works. Da-da-da. Sylvania. Man, that thing is huge. I've been wanting to get me a TV, a tube TV to work, and because I just love that glow of tubes. I have that little small one, and I think I got another one right here. I may not. No, that's right. I thought that 4 model was tube, and it's not. It's a Space Commander, 1986 Space Commander. I'll let you see it. And I thought, actually, the lady that gave it to me, she thought it was tubes because she said that her husband was going to take all the tubes out. And I was like, well, there's no sense in me having the TV. And she really needed to get rid of it. And come to find out, it's, I think it's an 79 or 80 model Zenith Space Commander. I was watching it the other night, and I think a capacitor popped. And it still plays, but it's got a little draw to over on the left corner. And also, you'd be watching it, and it makes popping sounds. It goes pop, 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 pop. So I don't know what that's all about. So I've unplugged it and haven't played it for a while. I gotta wait till I get me a bigger place, and that way I can, because there's no way to even work on it around here in this little space. Can't even get the back off of it. Let me see, guys. Get y'all back in. There we go. And for giggles, let's just see what this thing's for. Let's see what this big tube's for. Let's search. Let's go here. Take that off. And what did we say that was? 6E L 4A. It's a low current, high voltage beam triode intended for use as a shunt regulator in the high voltage power supply of a color television's receivers. So It needs to be that big because it's handling high voltage. Let's see what one of them little boogers would cost a person if they need to buy it. $6, $7. Not bad. 16, 39.91. Come on, there's got to be one here for 50. Yep, there it is. $50, $15 delivery. They'll be probably keeping that for a while. And it's used. I think mine's new. I couldn't swear on that, but. Alrighty. Cool beans. We may one day need one of these tubes that I got. Who knows? One thing, we got them in our archive, and if we need them, they're there to use. And I'll be a keeper of them until I'm gone, and then hopefully they'll be passed on down, and the next person that gets them will enjoy and appreciate them as much as I do. Alright guys, what I want to do, those were TV, weren't they? I'll put them, because I got a certain place in my shed here. I got things for TVs, because I don't want to get the TV and the radio stuff mixed together, so try to keep them separated. So guys, I thought we'll just play around, guys, with this. I don't know how old this is. I don't think it's super old because it's made in China. And now my 101, which let me go get it. Alright. This here, guys, my 101 electronic project. This was made in 1977. And all the little radios that you could build in this kit work, and they work pretty daggone good. But everything's pretty much on like a crystal set. You got to have your ground and all that. This here is it takes a magnetic earphone, so it's not a high impedance earphone. So it does take just a regular up to date magnet earphone, and it don't need grounded. It just has an antenna. Here's the little booklet, guys. Nice little kit. I say this was a project for a kid in school, because I have somewhere their little paper, their little handwriting. Here it is. They had this stuck in a book. And I say they made it like their science project in a science fair or something, because it's got tape. They probably had it on a poster board or something. But the little thing just don't play good at all. Here's what it says. It does in the beginning. It says your AMS. Oh yeah, and it's shortwave too. You have supposed to have shortwave 1 and shortwave 2. So it says your AM-SW radio kit uses a printed circuit board, 3 transistors, 8 resistors, and 8 capacitors, including a variable capacitor. It has high sensitivity, which no it don't, and covers a wide range of frequencies. The AM covers from 520 kilohertz to 1625 kilohertz. The SW1 shortwave 1 from 60 megahertz to 8 megahertz, and the SW2 from 12 megahertz to 17 megahertz. In these shortwave bands, you can enjoy listening to the Voice of America, BBC Radio, Moscow Radio, Netherlands, and many other international stations. This manual contains easy to follow step-by-step instructions and plenty of drawings to help make them clear. So that's a little introduction, and I've actually sat down and went through everything. It kind of part list. I mean, it was a nice little kit for, to build. Even me at 50 years old, I would like sit down, which I did go back through it, so I can say I did redo it or build it, because I checked every component. because it only picked up one station so far, and I was using my coil for my crystal set. So, but we're going to do a test right here in a minute, because I've been trying to use my amplifier, and I'm going to get a magnet earphone, just a regular earphone, and see if that's what the problem's been. But I don't think so, because my amplifier, I'll show you. It's harder to explain. I'll also have to show you. But you can hear, you can touch it, and you can tell the amplifier on here is going through my amplifier. So yeah, I don't know why I'm just going page by page here, but here's how you connect all the wires and all that. Here's the schematics for them. Yeah, if somebody wants to sit down and build one of these, there's the circuit diagram for the AM radio, and here's the shortwave. I don't know if anybody's wanting to build, just if you got some extra components laying around, you want to build you a radio, there you go. You probably build it better than what this thing's playing. Which I keep telling myself I have to be doing something wrong, because like I said, this here, this one works. All these radios work. So I know the company don't put out bogus stuff, but this is made in China, and that was made in Japan. This one was made in Japan, and it cost in 1977. It cost $29.95. Still has a little price tag. That was quite a bit. $30 in 1977. That's like what, $100 today. But this was made in Japan, and this is China. Which, when I got home and got looking, I was really surprised. So this probably dates about 1980, maybe 1990. Not for sure exactly. Yeah, see, printed in China. So here's Tandy Corporation, Australia, Belgium, UK. Made for Radio Shack. So if you guys want to hang around, I will just mess around with this a little bit, guys, and see if we at least get one station in. So that's what we're getting ready to do. I'm going to go refill my coffee and sit down. Oh, I got to get an earphone too. I still got dust on me from work today. I was trying to use this little speaker that came out of a little project kit, and I think it blew it. Not really for sure what happened. It made a popping noise and it never played no more. But yeah, I'm really happy. Man, I love my tools, guys. You don't understand. I'm glad to have these in my collection of tools. You can't do anything without tools, you know what I mean? I think those are going to be pretty... Oh, I want to see how sharp they are. I have used these little orange ones to death. They're dull now. They used to be super, super sharp. And this little spring back in here is just not bitten like it's supposed to. But I have enjoyed I've done so many projects with these. There we go. I got it back. Well, see what I mean? It was time for another set. Which I don't think these have a spring back. I think that whole thing's just getting... Yeah, that whole thing's just getting wore out. They wasn't very expensive. I think I got them at AutoZone. If you hold them just right, that spring works. These are pretty handy sometimes. Them little nippers. Be good toenail clippers. And got these little ones here. And they, unfortunately, they got them. There we go. Oh, yeah. They spring back. Them do. That's cool. Let's see if these, maybe that's why they're all tied down. They're all spring released. Let's see. Yeah. They're all on a spring. It says lifetime guarantee. I don't know what. They're probably Harbor Freight. Let's get the other ones open, guys. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this is just a potluck video. I don't really have no projects going on right now. I got that 1940s cable radio finished. I haven't got into anything else yet. This is, I hope it's got springs on it. Because these would be the ones I use the most. Oh yeah. And they feel good in my hands too. See if they're sharp. There's a piece of hard wire here. This wire that we cut all the time has to be hard on stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yep, that's cool. Alright. And then these little wire pliers. I've been needing some of these little wire pliers too. Oh yeah. And the little needle nose. I think it was a good buy. 15 bucks for all these. These are a little stiff. Okay, they're there. They're not supposed to open it too wide. Cool deal. Now I've got to find a place to put them. I like to have a place to hang them up. Maybe I would find a magnet strip. That's what I need, like a magnet strip back here, and hang it on my thing. I have to go Lowe's later and see if I can find something like that. That way I can know where they are. I got so many little nooks and crannies around here, little boxes here and there and everything with tools in them. Sometimes it gets confusing on where some of my stuff is. I'll set them in there for now. Alright guys, I'm going to go refill my coffee, and I got to get an earphone. I'll be back. Alright guys, we'll just go through this thing and put this for a minute. Set this over here, get it out of my way. Alright. We're just going to go ahead. I had the shortwave hooked up to the shortwave coils. So I unhooked that. So what we need to do now is go and we need to hook it up just for a regular AM broadcast. And we're going to try using it just with this system. And then after that, we're going to try to add a couple pieces. We'll put my coil on it, and we'll use a better tuning capacitor. So let's see if we can get this thing playing at all. Like I said, I messed with it for a few days, just on and off, and I only got one station, and it wasn't very good. See, this one, it don't take a germanium diode like a shortwave. I don't know what number this one is, this diode, but it has, like on a germanium diode for a crystal set, it doesn't matter which way you put it, but actually this one, you got to make sure these little stripes are facing the right way. So I checked that, and that whoever built this, that he did that or she did that correct. That was good. Then I thought, well, maybe the transistors are in wrong. So I took each transistor, it has 3 of them, and I checked them with my little checker, and I thought I found what was wrong with it. Because usually all the transistors I've been using, the base is the middle. So I changed them all, and kind of find out I got reading in the book, and the base is actually not in the middle. It's the on the third end. I think if you're looking at the flat part, I think it said it was on your right. I think that's what it was either. I don't think it was the left. No, it was the right, because there's the emitter. So yeah. So that didn't fix the problem. I checked all the capacitors. They're good. Even the little disc capacitors and everything. I mean, I didn't go through and check the resistors. There could be a bad resistor. But I went back here and I checked all the wiring. Everything seems to be hooked up. Nothing touching. The little circuit board they gave with the kit, it all looked good. I didn't check that transistor in it because it's soldered in. And I just didn't want to take it out. And I knew it wasn't going to be probably bad anyway. But I think what's wrong with this, really, guys, is that right there. Just saying. But I think we could get it playing if we put some good old USA parts in it. So, let me see. Let's go through and hook up the wires for the AM radio. So it says right here, if you want the AM radio to work, connect the following wires. So we need to connect red wire to 4 and 9. So we need a 4 and a 9. So 4 goes to 9. Where is 9? And I need a red wire. 4 to 9. I'll put a couple on and then I'll do it off camera and get all the wires hooked up. So there's 4 to 9. Then now 5 to 10. So get a lower wire. Here's a blue wire. 5 to 10. Alright. 18 to 23. That one needs to be off. That's shortwave. So I need an 18. So 18 to 23 right here. So I've got about 5 or 6 more wires to hook up, guys. And once I get that, I'll be back. Alright, guys. I got all the wires hooked where they go. I got our amp on, which is just a little 3-inch speaker with a little 2-channel amp. Kenter, which has been a good little amp, I have to say. It's a cheap one, little cheap amp, but I've had it for about 8 years, and I've done a lot of little projects with it, and it's held up. I can't complain about the little amp there. Now, you hear it buzzing. We can turn it down. So let's see if we're going to get anything. I already have got the RC jacks. That's what I use. I got them hooked to earphones, so we're good there. All we need to do, everything's hooked up. All we need to do is hook the battery up. Alright, we're hooked up. And nothing. Mine. So you see what I've been going through here. Let's make sure I've got the bounce right. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why we're not getting any. Huh. Let's see. There we go. I think it's this capacitor. As we got all the way up on the amp. Maybe this wire ain't good. Huh. Let me see what's going on, because we should be getting, when we touch our amplifier, we should at least hear it through the amp. It was doing that before. So let me make sure. There we go. Okay. See, the amplifier is working. But it's not doing anything on these, though. Did it come loose? Did it break? Alright. Let's hook the antenna up. See it go through it, see if we hear anything. I don't hear it trying to get a station. Alright, what I'm going to do, we're going to hook up my coil, because the amplifier is working. If it was sending a signal through, it should be coming through, because right here it goes to this. But that's the only one, though. I don't know. Hold on, let me see what's going on. Alright guys, I haven't hooked up anything. I was going to hook this 10 capacitor up, but we're getting a little something. Close your ears, guys. I was trying to adjust it in a little bit. It's working. It's not super good. But we're picking up about 4 stations. See if I can get the radio in here. But I thought it'd be louder. What'd I do with that capacitor? See if it's capacitor. Sometimes this capacitor helps. It's mica capacitor. It made it louder, but it's not clear. Put it back over here at normal. Just not loud. Not loud at all. It's as loud as we get right there, guys. Well, give me a second and we'll switch it around because I've got to do shortwave. We have to do these other steps right here. So let me, since we got it working on AM now, let me see if we can get some shortwave radios. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I'm glad to see it working. I literally went through this whole thing. I've been bored the last few days. Like I was saying earlier, I checked each component. So, but she's working a little bit better now. So let me, I'll get all these wires hooked over for the shortwave, and we'll see what that does. Alright guys, before I put it on the shortwave, I just hooked the scope up in case y'all can't hear it. That way y'all can see what it's doing. I don't understand why my amp is not making it louder. But alright, I want to hook the shortwave up now. Hey guys, I was getting ready to hook and convert it over to shortwave. But listen at this. Okay, I'll plug up the amp. Now, when I unplug it, listen at the last second. It's like it sounds pretty good there for a split second. Not even a second. See how it gets louder? It almost sounds good there at the end. One more time. I don't know. It's weird. Alright guys, let's plug her up. Let's see if we get any shortwave. Not getting any stations. It's not coming there at all. Let's do 2 to 14 here. The amp's working. 2 to 14. Still nothing. Kind of sounds like maybe something better. Alright guys, I have switched it back and forth to both the SWs, and I'm just not getting anything. So I don't know why the shortwave's not working. But we did get the AM working on it. But it doesn't even sound like the radio's kicking in for the shortwave. And I've hooked all the wires up like they want us to, so the amplifier's working. Sorry about that, guys. So I don't know. I don't know why the shortwave's not working. But it was fun. I think I'm going to put it back in the box for a while. I've done enough with it. But we did see the AM working, so that's pretty cool. Alright guys, I hope you guys are going to have a great weekend. And stay safe. And until next time, I'll see you right here at Redneck Ways. Bye guys.